Hi, this is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast, where CEOs, COOs, and business owners share strategies for better success. This is 6 questions in 9 minutes because the best strategies are concise business advice. And so we are going to get with our guest today, and with question number 1, tell us in a few sentences who you are and what you do.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Vivi Gloriod. I run Team Vivi here in Denver. We're the #1 team in Denver Metro, and I've been a top 10 real estate agent helping people make great fiscal and financial choices for, well, at least the last 5 years. I've been in the top 10 in Denver Metro.
Been very successful, and we're excited to hear maybe how you got that way or some advice that you have. So great to have you on.
Thanks.
So talking about being a business leader, what's the best thing about being a business leader?
The best thing. I would say the best thing is you get to associate yourself and you get to hire people that you feel aligned to and that you actually enjoy being with. So I think one of the things I enjoy most about being a business leader is my staff. I love everybody that works here, and I wouldn't be the same without them.
That's awesome. You got to enjoy what you're doing and enjoy the people that you're with.
100%.
So question number 3, maybe a little bit in line with what you were just talking about. I hear from other business leaders that sometimes their people strategy in their business can be more time consuming and complicated than their actual business strategy in running their business.
I would agree 100%. I think, what people don't understand is, I think they always look at owners and CEOs and they think, oh, how great, or, they make a lot of money, or there's so many challenges of just keeping people happy, keeping up with just taxes and government and all the rules and regulations and what we need to do in order to make sure people are okay. I mean, I remember in 2016, I realized that I really needed to offer healthcare to my employees. And I sat down with my CFO, and I was like, I've got to do this. And he was like, this could actually bankrupt you. And I was like, I know, I'm going to have to sell more real estate. So, but it's just about, there's so many challenges, and people and buildings tend to be your highest cost. So like my largest expense for sure are my employees, but also we wouldn't be Team Vivi without them also.
All right. Well said. I like that. All right. Question number 4. What strategy would you like to share with other business leaders today?
I think a lot of business leaders are missing how to connect with not only baby boomers, but millennials and Gen X's. So I'm a Gen Xer. And I think really understanding the different generations, because we are all different, because we were different in how we were raised and what was happening in the world while we were growing up. And so therefore, for different generations, there are different ways to connect and to make sure that you actually are communicating well with them. And it's different for every single one of them. So just taking like a day course on generations or I'm a huge reader. So there's a great book. It starts from 1536 and it's called The Generations, and it goes through the 4 stages of generations every 100 years. It's profound and very helpful.
Well, awesome. Any key advice from that you would offer as far as understanding the generations?
I think if you have everybody the exact same age, you're going to run into trouble. You need to have a blend of ages, because you'll get different ideas and different thoughts from everyone. And it's great whenever there's an issue and we bring it up. I love everyone on the team, spouting out what they think, because one person is going to have like the perfect idea, and it's never the same person. So just having a nice mix of people is a good way to go.
Well, it sounds like capitalizing on the different generations, the different people's, their strengths, and really utilizing what they bring to the table, even though they
don't have everybody with the same education level. Right. I think that's also, it's not just age. It's also, I've got people with degrees, I've got people with masters, I've got people that only graduated from high school. So, I mean, just having a blend of that, because depending on your business, you need to be able to communicate with everybody.
That's very good advice. All right. So question number 5, what other successful business owners, CEOs like yourself, would you like to acknowledge here or you think would be good on this podcast?
Let's see. I love the woman who started Spanx. I think she'd be great to be on. She's very close to my age and she's a go-getter, so I love that. Locally, I have a lot of clients who are in the medical field and I have a lot of clients in nonprofit. So there's a lot of business leaders for that. I love the guy who runs Matthew Shepard. He's amazing. He'd be a great person to speak to. As far as medical, Colorado's got leading hospitals and it's been fascinating through this whole pandemic to really get their input and to see how different all of them that there are. I think our medical field would be great leaders to talk to right now because this has been a really trying year.
That's very true. And we haven't had any of those on. So yeah, we'll definitely have to reach out to some. That's a good suggestion.
Just as putting out there, John Michael Spine runs the family hospital for Erie, Colorado, which is a northern suburb of Denver Metro. But he'd be great because he's not with like a big hospital and he's an independent business owner who runs a family medicine practice. So,
well, we will reach out to him.
Yeah,
well, thanks for that.
Sure.
So kind of a 6th final fun question. Tell me about your favorite past boss.
My favorite past boss. I've been working for myself for a really long time, but before I did this, I ran all the Homes Illustrated magazines, and those were free publications for real estate across the state of Colorado. And the owner, his name is Hal Dathawit, and he's passed away now, but he was the very first person back in the early 70s to come up with the publication and free publications and the whole process of that. And so I was able to learn a lot through him. And what I loved about him was it wasn't about what we produced. It was about the energy and us collectively working together and really creating a large family. And I really learned a lot from him through that.
That's cool. The fact, I mean, because like you said, what you produce can vary from day to day or from month to month and whatnot. But if you have that tight unity and you're always working and being innovative and stuff, things will happen eventually. So,
absolutely.
Sounds like was a great person. So
he was.
Well, great. Well, it has been great having you on today. Before we leave, can you tell people how they can reach out to you, find you, get a hold of you?
Sure. My name is Vivi. You can reach me at Vivi, which is VIVI, at teamvivi.com, or you can always give me a call at 303-847-1868.
Very good. And great success. And we wish you even more success going forward into the future. And
absolutely.
Again, great having you on. And this is
thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. Well, this is Keith Weaver with the Top Executive Strategy Podcast. And for more insights and to follow us, you can follow us on LinkedIn at Weaver Business Coaching or on your favorite podcast platform. And we wish you the best success.